I grow my mo every year because it's all for a good cause. It's all for raising money to raise awareness for men's health, and it's important for me to play a part in that.
I've grown my mo starting a couple years ago when a friend of mine came down with a rare cancer, and it was a big wake-up call for me about health and men's health and the fact that we just don't think about it that much.
Well, if you ask my family and friends, they would say I look pretty amazing. If you ask myself, I also say I look pretty amazing in a mustache, but that's just one man's opinion.
I think Nathan looks really good with the mustache in the beginning.
I think I look great with a mustache. Last year I tried to grow it out with some chops around the side and with a little soul patch in the middle, and I thought that was pretty solid.
I think Brian looks handsome all the time, but I think he looks handsomer without his mustache.
There's a lot of great-looking guys with mustache, and I'd like to think I'm one of them.
He doesn't look good with a mustache.
When I grow out my mustache, I really wish I could look like Sam Elliott. I'm not as follically gifted as he is on my face, and I've got kind of an unfortunate bald spot over here, and it doesn't quite grow in so smoothly over here. So it kind of ends up being a little patchy, but man, if I could have a mustache like Sam Elliott, it'd be Movember every day of the year.
Oh, my mo hero. I'd have to say, go back to the Star Wars days. Billy D. Williams. If you look at him in Star Wars and just see the big, bushy, just wide mustache, that's kind of what I'm going for this year.
Lando Calrissian from Star Wars. I mean, Billy D. Williams with a mustache in Star Wars, it doesn't get any cooler than that.
The slick back hair, the smooth voice, the mustache slowly grazing over the top lip. It's a masterpiece. It's something that you take in, and I try to emulate that. I only have a month to grow my mo, but by the end of the month, I'm usually pretty close to Billy D-ish.
My wife, Jenny, loves my mustache. She thinks it's awesome. She knows it's for a great cause, which is great, but I think she really thinks it looks good on me, and that, I kind of have that manly look for November. So, I think she'd say it was awesome.
Ultimately, I just want to ask everybody to support the Movember effort, Brian and his coworkers, because if I have to put up with a month of Brian and a mustache, I want it to be really worth it.
She actually thinks I look better with a mustache, which is a little concerning to me. Even though I have one now, she kind of likes the big, bushy mustache alone. So maybe that will be the standard one day that I'll wear, but I think I'm going to stick with the kind of goatee-ish thing for now.
I gotta tell you, when the mustache gets really big, I care a lot about men's health, but I feel like, why don't we just give the money?
It's changed the way I think about men's health because I feel a lot more committed to it. I feel like it's something that I don't get a chance to think about every day, but in November, when I look in the morning at my face every day, I'm reminded of what I'm doing, what the commitment is, and what the reason behind it is.
What I wish every man would do is pay close attention to his symptoms and listen to his body and get attention when there's any concern at all.
I think Movember's changed a lot of the way I think about my own health and men's health because it's really brought to the forefront for me that a lot of men don't think about their health.
I think if I had to make a 3 to 4 point checklist for men, I'd concentrate on preventive medicine and the preventive medicine that you can do yourself. One is exercise. I can't stress the benefits of regular exercise more strongly. 5 or 6 times a week, aerobic and resistance training. 2, get a good, healthy diet, concentrating on lots of fruits and vegetables. 3, stop smoking or using tobacco if that's something you do. And 4, drink in moderation, no more than a couple of alcoholic beverages per day. And I think if everyone practice those 4 lifestyle changes, it's been shown that that can lengthen life by up to 10 years. The women's role in men's health is really very important because if you look at families and how health decisions and health purchases are made, 80% of the time it's the woman that's doing it. So I'd suggest that all men listen to the women in their lives and take a cue from them and their concerns.
I support Nathan's health by making doctor's appointments, by setting reminders for doctor's appointments, and by just making sure that we're eating healthy as well.
The good thing about Movember is that it emphasizes the importance of paying attention to our symptoms and our health care. Sometimes men don't do that as well as they should. By bringing it to every man's attention, they can seek the help they need and improve their health care and their lives.
In the end, of course, I'm happy that Brian does this. I think it's a great cause, and I love how he gets into it. I think it's fantastic.
In the end, I'm very proud of Nathan and the participation he has in Movember. It's a great effort. Nathan gets all of his friends and family involved, and what I see in him is someone who's really helping to lead this movement so that men pay more attention to their health and hopefully have the resources for that.
For the organization, we're hoping to raise at least $35,000 as an organization. Last year we raised $20,000, and that was actually more than the entire country of Spain.
What I'd say to someone who's thinking about growing their mo is that you'd be joining a group of people, of fine, distinguished men who have a long lineage of long hair on their face. And it's really important that you take it seriously, but you also have a lot of fun with it.
In terms of our family photos, the mustache has really caused us to get creative about how we position Nathan. It's definitely a part of the family, but when the mustache is on, we try to do things to make him look a little less visible, if you will.
Well, we make sure that we take the family Christmas card photos in October. Most embarrassing mustache incident would be Brian meeting my grandmother and most of my extended family for the very first time during his first Movember for Thanksgiving.
During Thanksgiving holidays, you definitely have to explain the mustache. My family loves him, but with the mustache, I think it raises additional questions and concerns. So what I do is I just explain the whole thing and what Movember is about and the great cause behind it. And that usually makes people accepting of the bushiness during the meal.
I think Movember's great. I just think it's too bad that we don't have a female equivalent of Movember. But then again,
There's nothing quite so debonair as a full-bloom mustache.
what's weirder is I actually just had this at my desk for work purposes. Maybe during Movember, people won't be nervous during your meetings because you have a silly mustache on.